All right, what's up, YouTube? So I know y'all been waiting to hear about what happened at Boyd or whatever. So I'm gonna talk about, this will be my last video on Boyd. So I'll just talk about the good things at Boyd, the bad things I like, and what led to me leaving and them firing me, whatever. So to start off with, Boyd was a great company to start off with. I had a lot of fun there. The orientation was the training program, I guess the 5 weeks, that was probably the best part. The orientation, a couple days with I think Atlantia, they did a real good job with doing all that good stuff. That was really well put together. They was really good at their job. Her and her helper, I forgot the lady's name, I think Lydia. They did a real good job. Everything was organized. Those ladies knew how to keep the men in check. It was really well put together. And as far as being and everybody, that was real cool too. They was really nice and really helpful. Even after I got out of the program, the 5 week training and went on my own, I was able to call Ben, I was able to call Rodney, and they answered the phone, and they helped me out a lot. All right. I did learn a lot about flatbed at Boyd. That was real cool. The good thing I did like about Boyd was the fact that they don't really bother you. You know, you kind of do your thing. As long as you ain't doing nothing stupid out there, Boyd won't really bother you. You know, the camera's not really an issue. It doesn't really pick up on a lot of stuff unless you just blatantly doing some stupid stuff. So the camera really is not even an issue. I never really got a phone call from anybody saying, hey, you need to stop doing this, that, and the third. It was kind of, you do your own thing. But overall, I was with Boyd for, I think, 4 months. I was maybe 2 or 3 days shy of 4 months. I was a new CDL holder. And I really came through the door not already knowing that I wasn't going to stay with Boyd. You know, I stay way in Texas. Like I'm in Arlington right now, right here by the Cowboy Stadium. It's right down the street. Let me know if you can see it, man. They got to see the Cowboys with them boys, man. So yeah, you can't even see it. Well, it's right over there. Cowboy Stadium right over there somewhere, right across the street. You can't see it. Anyway, yeah, yeah. Boyd was cool. I had a good time. The bad things I didn't like about Boyd, I probably got more cons than I do pros, man. First of all, I had when I first got on my own, I was with I had Adrian. And Adrian was getting me money. I was getting revenue bonuses. So I remember I had a guy saying that you can't make $1,400 you can make $1,400 in a week, but you need your revenue bonus. So I did bring home 14, but I didn't stay with Adrian long because they switched it up, and then they gave me Diane. So with Adrian gave me the longer runs, and on Thursday or Friday, he would send me back home. So most of my runs were long, and they paid good. And so therefore, my 4 loads, I think it was either 3 or 4, or however it was, it gave me the revenue bonus, and therefore I was able to bring home that 1,400, and be home on the weekend. Sometimes on Saturday, you might not make it home on Friday, but you can make that kind of money. Then I went to Diane, and when I went to Diane, I never seen a revenue bonus again because she kept me in Texas. She kept me running short routes. Oklahoma, I had a lot of points where I wasn't even getting loads throughout the day. It was more detention pay, layover pay. Then I just felt like Diane was just really playing on my top. You know what I'm saying? She was really I feel like she was really trying to do me in. Because and that's why I made them videos about your rates and all that, because I just felt like she wasn't trying to be fair with me. A lot of times she wasn't, and now I had to catch her. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I asked for the rates, I'm having to calculate the miles, and that's one thing I didn't like about. I'm not even gonna say all the. I cannot say that about Boyd. I can just say that all dispatchers are different, because I had some friends that had different dispatchers, and these ladies, and they paid well. They were fair. Even when Diane had left, and went on vacation, whoever stepped in for her, this lady was fair. She just, all I had to do was tell her one time what happened. And she just told me, hey, I'm gonna pay you for this, then a third, and I'm gonna pay you for this. You know what I'm saying? That I ain't have to ask her. But with Diane, you gonna have to ask, and then you gotta check, because when she tell you something, she's still gonna try to slide it by your check and not even gonna give it to you. I'm telling you how she gonna do you. She gonna try you. Cause she tried me several times. And so I wasn't even gonna say her name, but shit, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I know Adrian he was fair. He played fair. I know some other, I had some guys out of Tennessee, and they had some different dispatchers, and they was really cool, and they played fair. You know, but I heard through the grapevine that Diane she don't like to negotiate. She don't like to come off no money. So whatever's going on, I don't know if they're what do you call it, commission based or whatever, they're trying to get their numbers up. Maybe she gets a bigger cut of the pie and she's able to save money on that, on not paying you. But yeah, she doesn't like to pay. And I was like one step away from requesting a new dispatcher, because I just didn't like the way that she did things. It was several times that she owed me money, and I would get my check, and the things that we discussed wasn't on there. So I always stayed a week. I was always in the hole. My check was never current. So the week I worked prior, I never caught up with the money on Friday, because it was always missing something. When I get that check, it's always missing something. So I had to always get reimbursed and had to put on the next check. But that check was always missing something. So even on my last check when I left out of there, I was still missing money. So yeah, that's stuff that I didn't like. So I can't say that about I can't say that about Boyd. I can just say that about my dispatcher. Dan, I really didn't care for her too much. I felt like she was playing. And another thing I don't like about Boyd, right, which is really a big issue for me, is the fact that they do not show you the rates. And I just feel like that is me personally, and I don't want to be, hating on this company and then, but I just feel like I feel like that is a way for you to try to get over on new drivers. Cause I just cannot figure out why you would not want to show somebody how much they're getting paid. Why do you have to go through an extra step to see your rate? I just cannot understand that. And so I'm just, for me, just looking at it, seems like you're hoping that people don't ask for the rate, because you don't want to see how bad you're screwing. And 9 times out of 10, these new drivers don't even know how bad they're getting screwed. They don't know. All they want is $1,000 minimum. They think that's all they're going to make is $1,000 minimum. So, they're not understanding that $1,000 minimum is if things don't go right. If it's not loads available. This is not for you to be making on a full work week when you've been running all week long. And shit, that's just what it is. That's one of my biggest things I didn't like with Boyd. And all the games you got to play about your weekend pay, all that requesting your money you have to do when they know they owe you this damn money, man. These people know they owe you this money, and you have to request it, and then you got to stand on top of their damn neck to make sure you get it. And then on Wednesday when you get your check stub, 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna be if it's wrong. When it's wrong, now you gotta go back and talk to somebody else again and get it put on the next check, and that check gonna be wrong. So it's just like, man. And so at the end of the day, what I come to realize is, you can mess my check up one time. It's okay, it's a mistake. But the way that y'all are messing my checks up, that's a pattern. That's not a mistake, that's a pattern. Y'all have shown a pattern of neglecting to take care of my pay. Like, this is just nothing to y'all. Like, we out here working, and I guess making sure that I get what's deserved is just not really an important topic. So, you just kind of do what the hell you want to do and get what you want to give me. So now we gotta jump through extra hoops to get the money or whatever. So whatever. But anyway, let's talk about what happened with me and Boyd. So I asked Diane to get me back to the terminal, right? Because I was really trying to quit. I was trying to quit, so I'm asking Diane to get me back to the terminal, so I can drop the truck off. she not wanting to. She not wanting to route me that way. You know, she acting like there's no freight coming through from Texas to you know, coming anywhere that way. She's not now. She's just now ain't no freight coming that way. All right. And so, you know, I tell one of my friends, and he's like, "You still trying to come this way?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, well, they done sent me 4 hours away to come pick up some freight by you, and it's going past Birmingham. So, you know, they're playing the games. At this point, they're playing games with me, right?" And Diane knows what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's full of it. But I guess she sensed I was gonna quit. But I was trying to quit so they would go ahead and so I can get my check on Friday, so they wouldn't be on no BS. Because I felt like because I just felt like boy was gonna be on some BS, so I didn't want to say nothing. I just wanted you to go ahead and route me to the terminal so I can drop this truck off, and I can just, you know, I'll give me a load, I can drop it off, and y'all, you know, everything will be cool. So anyway, she stopped communicating with me, and I should have known it was something, because when I asked Diane how much was my check, she told me that she got a check with payroll. I'm just like, so you don't know what you done submitted, because you the one that submitted it. So that was a red flag right there for me anyway. And you know, I'm sitting at home in Texas waiting on a load to go that way, and she keeps telling me that she can't find nothing. Then all of a sudden BJ calls me, and he's like, "What's going on?" I'm just like, "BJ, you know, I got some stuff going on at home," which I do got some stuff going on at home, and I need to be at home, and you know, I just need to turn the truck in. That's what I told Diane. And so he like, "Cool, we're gonna find you a load coming that way or whatever. And if we can't find you one, just go ahead and hit the truck to the terminal." I said, "Cool." All right, so you know, we ain't got no problem. They find me a load in Louisiana. I go down, shoot out there and get it. I only get loaded until 8 o'clock at night. Wood, you know what I'm saying? 8 o'clock at night, I ain't tarping no damn wood. Shit, I'm taking it to the terminal. I took it to the terminal. No tarp on it. I don't tarp wood anyway. Just to be honest with you, I don't tarp wood unless they threaten me. They got to threaten me. But yeah. So I take it to the terminal. I got everything lined up. You know, I got my rental and everything already lined up. I got my Uber already lined up. Go there, take a shower, clean the truck out. You know, BJ called me again. He said, "Hey man, when you gonna be there?" I said, "I'm already here, man." He like, "Cool. Take the truck to the equipment shack, to the equipment cage, and you know, checking all your equipment, make sure that everything's there, so we ain't gotta charge you." So I'm thinking everything cool. We good. I'm like, "Cool, I can do that." I unhook from the trailer, take the truck over there. You know, the dude counted everything there. Everything cool, right? You know what I'm saying? I signed off. Yeah, y'all got all y'all equipment and everything. You know what I'm saying? I brought the load to you. Everything cool. Truck in good shape. You know what I mean? And I catch my Uber, leave out, go to the rental place. This is about 11 o'clock. You know, usually this is on a Wednesday, so usually my check stubs hit around 10:40, 10:30. And so, you know, I'm waiting to see my check stub. And I know if my check stub ain't coming in, you know, it's 11 something now. I'm like, man, you know, what's going on? And so I hit one of my friends. I'm like, "Man, you get your check stub?" He's like, "Yeah, I got mine." I say, "Damn, okay." So now I hit up Daniel, because I called BJ. Now he ain't answering, you know what I'm saying? Now I guess I don't already deal with what he wanted me to do, so he don't answer no more. So I hit up Daniel. Daniel, he'll do a little bit more on the business side, figuring out where your money at, than BJ will. So I hit up Daniel, and I asked him, I said, "Hey man, do you know why I don't have a check stub?" And then he tells me that after your termination, you gotta wait 15 days. So I guess they had already terminated me, because my check stub didn't come in. So now they hold my money to make sure that they don't have to take any money out for any kind of stuff in the truck, you know, anything missing. I'm like, how's something missing? And I done already signed the sheet. I done already went to the equipment cage and signed the sheet, and everything was there. So I'm guessing that Diane and they didn't already do this days before. And but they never told me that they terminated me. I just got the found out that they terminated me because I didn't get a check. And they hold my check for 15 days. So my last check, it gets held for 15 days. Now, to be fair, I got other friends that quit. And they put in resignation letters and they got their check that Friday. So, I'm gonna tell you this. If you quit Boyd, you need to resign with a letter. I don't think they can hold your money then. Only when they terminate you. And they're gonna try it. So if you go in there and you want to quit, they're gonna try to terminate you and hold your check. But if you put that resignation letter in, I think you can get your check that Friday. That's what I've noticed. You know, cause all my whole class is gone except for one guy. I mean, everybody's gone. All right, so yeah, so that's pretty much what happened. Now for an update on the job. Boyd ain't nowhere where I wanted to spend my career. I don't like OTR. Flatbed's cool. I'm about to get my own truck. You know, this is my goal. I already got a trucking company, man. So I had no plans to stay with Boyd. You know, so now I'm about to come back and go local. I'm about to go local. In fact, I've already started my local job. I'm local flatbed. I'll carry coils. I'll be putting some videos up about my new job. And I'll probably be here for the next 8 months until I get my year experience. And then I'll probably be moving on to something different until I buy my truck. But yeah, man, that's all I got. I don't want to make this video too long, so I think I've been waiting on it. But anyway, you know, you should just use Boyd as a stepping stone. That's all I can recommend. That's what I would do. I don't think Boyd is a place to stay at, unless you probably maybe stay around the area. But for me staying in Texas, that wasn't a good look for me. So I can't even tell you that Boyd's not a good company, man. Some of y'all might love it. Some of you guys say y'all making a killing out there. I don't see how the hell you doing it, but you say you doing it, you doing it. Shit, I couldn't get $2,000 a week out their ass. So there's other guys in my comments, so they're getting that kind of money, man. So you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and end this video. And I'll keep y'all updated on some new stuff I got coming up, man. And you know, this ain't really no hatred towards Boyd. Like I said, they gave me an opportunity, and I appreciate it. It just wasn't a good fit for me and where I stay at. And I wish them the best of luck. And I wish y'all the best of luck too, man. So I'm gonna holler at you. Peace.